Okay, I've done this intro once again, 9-10 times. But anyway, today all we're doing is playing with makeup. I'm going to show you a couple tricks that I use to get this glowy, glossy, youthful look. The wind is in my favor right now. Have you ever?
I'm calling, yeah, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. All mine, yeah, maybe I'm selfish. You're my ladies and I can't. Maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. Be with no one, yeah, but me, yeah, baby. Come on. To my thick chicks down in Texas, all the way to New Orleans, where the girls cook catfish. And in LA, every chick's an actress. Hollywood status with the shaded glasses. To Detroit, yeah, the place that I rest, where the ladies got asses and love live sex. And Hot Atlanta, y'all, is one of the best, where they speak southern slang and smoke license. And New York women are way too fresh. Too much on your mind, let me ease that stress. I wish you all were mine, it's so selfish. Maybe I'm feeling myself too much, I guess. But to my ladies all across the globe, in small towns that I don't even know, to all local international codes, whether you see me.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're starting your makeup and you're going for that glowy, youthful, dewy look is moisturize your face. So what I've done so far, I will let you know, is I have used my favorite, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I use the Extra Dry Skin. It's loaded in hyaluronic acid. It's a gel cream. It's fantastic. It's fragrance free if you get the Extra Dry Skin one. Then I'm also a sufferer of melasma, so I'm a lover of sunscreen, and everyone should be at this point, especially after 40. Really, you should start as a child, but if you're over 40, you need to lather it on. So I received this in my Ipsy bag, and if you don't know what Ipsy is, it's a monthly subscription where you get a makeup box, and I can do a whole video on it, but it's fantastic. You get a little baggie. I have the Glam bag, it's called, so I get full-size products. This is called Derm Medicine Advanced Skincare Weightless Face Moisturizer and Sunscreen. We will link the Ipsy below as well as the Derm Medicine website. After that, I came in with my favorite foundation right now, which is called It Cosmetics. It's actually a CC cream, Your Skin But Better, and it's SPF 50. It blocks UVA and UVB. This is considered a full coverage, even though it is a CC cream. I use the color Neutral Tan. It matches my skin well. You would have to match up what your skin is, and I believe their website is pretty good at helping you out with that. You can also, I don't know if you're like me, but I prefer to get things off of Amazon just based on shipping and then them having my credit cards on file. So I did get mine off of Amazon. I believe the pricing is within a couple dollars, so there is an option as well. Okay, so I've moisturized, put on my sunscreen and my foundation. I did also fill in my brows. So I didn't want to do that on camera. This is called Instant Lift Brow Pencil by e.l.f. I've recommended this to so many people at work and other girlfriends because I get it at the grocery store for $2. It's really good as far as color matching. Even though I have really dark hair, I use the color Deep Brown. And it's just perfect. It fills it in right where you need it. I find it easy to use, and I just buy a new one when it's over with. So next, I have not done this yet. This is the Garnier Clearly Brighter Anti-Dark Circle Eye Roller. I don't know if any of you, I will put this in the description box as well. It is sold on Amazon as well. I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram right here. I had a post the other day because I was in Ulta, and I don't want to badmouth any company, so I'm not gonna show you what I bought. It is in my Instagram, so go over there if you want to make sure you avoid it. I used concealer under my eyes that I thought was fantastic in the morning. You know, I'm dotting it on and it's covering everything. Well, by the end of the day, I had creases and cracks underneath my eyes like you would not believe. I will admit it aged me 10 years. Especially now we're wearing the masks, so really My mask goes to right about here. Most people, you know, have masks about this high. And right here was just cracks. I was like, can I please get home and fix this? I am mortified. So when I got home, I brought Old Faithful out. So I'm gonna go in right now and just put this on. What I like about this is it is really sheer and thin. You can layer it if you want, and highly, highly moisturizing. I like to dot here. So when you're going for a youthful look, you want to take any of your dark areas and kind of lighten them up. And again, as I mentioned in my melasma video, how to cover melasma, stick to the center of your face. And that is typically where the light will draw and it will lift, and we love a lift when we are this age. So that is what I recommend, and I just need to pat this in. Okay, so I had to go get my beauty sponge here, and I'm just gonna pat this in really gently. These are great, and speaking of Ipsy bags, I got an actual Beauty Blender brand beauty sponge, so I'm excited to try that. So let's see how you like this makeup video, and maybe I'll do an Ipsy bag unveiling and makeover. When I do under my eyes, I like to use my ring finger, or my middle finger I mean, to gently pat. I feel like it covers the area a little better. So that is what I'm doing right here. You can go on your eyelid as well, lighten that up, although I will be doing some eyeshadow there. Make sure around my nose is covered. And there you go. So now, by the way, I have my window open. You can see my hair blowing. Usually when I'm in this window, I am sweating. So I thought today I'm gonna try opening the window, and it's a perfect day. Okay. So continuing on with the eyes, just rearranging here. If you saw this setup that's in front of me, you would laugh. Maybe I'll take a picture and give you a good laugh. I'm gonna come in with one of my eyeshadow brushes, and I'm just using a very, very neutral shade. This one is called Positive, and it's by Lancome. And I just like to take any neutral, almost same color as my skin eyeshadow, and use it as a base over my entire eyelid. And I loaded on. I don't know if that puff of eyeshadow just showed up on camera, but I saw it. And my eyes are a little bit red today, even though I tried to use Visine because, again, the allergy situation. Okay, I have a new fall palette for eyeshadow that I'm going to use today. This is called Revolution. It's by Makeup Revolution of London, and it's called Reloaded. Well, fall colors. I just think they're fantastic. I like bronzy type shades, and I like, you know, the pinkish burgundies. I don't know. They're very fall, and they warm up your face. So I think I'm gonna go in with this corner shade here. It's number 15 right here. This has excellent, I like to tap my brush because I don't want fallout down my face. So just patting above my eyelid. Why am I doing that? So that I don't cover my entire eyelid, and it actually lifts the eyes when you put color above the eye. Do you see that already? My eyes seem so much more open on this side. And now I'm getting the crease and just kind of smudging it all over. I went very light on the product. I also like to mix the shades. So I am gonna come in with number 9, which is this brown color right here, and sort of layer this in the crease. I'd like a little bit darker, so I'll go a little heavier handed right in the crease. Yes, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got to be honest, my daughters are both homeschooling or remote learning, and if they have a question, it doesn't matter what I'm in the middle of doing. So if you look, my eyes are already opening up. That is what you want to look youthful. Take a look at kids. Their eyes are bright, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Everything is lifted up. They have light shining in certain areas. That is the goal if you want to look youthful and glowy. From there, I'm going to take one of my bronzer brushes, and I have a new bronzer that I got from Ulta. same day I bought that really bad concealer. So there were some wins in that shopping trip. This is called Butter Bronzer, and I have it in the color Deep Bronzer. This stuff I find to be really fantastic. Sometimes if you use like a cheaper bronzer, it can go on spotty and that can really kind of ruin your look. So, but this goes on very smoothly. Unfortunately it's scented, but on the same token, the scent is fantastic. It's like the old school suntan lotion, that cocoa butter smell. So I'm just tapping my bronzing brush, and I like to come in a little lower because I'm gonna save all of this for highlight. So coming in a little lower, you can see I'm just patting it on, and not too low though. I have my mirror set up over here. If you see me looking away, that's what's going on. I don't do an extra blush. Sometimes I do. I don't plan on doing that today. So this is my blush as well. So I recommend doing your cheeks, and then always go up to your hairline. Now I have a bigger forehead, so I'm loading it on because it does help bring the forehead down. Now remember, I put all that concealer over here because we want this middle center part of our face to be highlighted and light. So don't go down too low. Mostly close to the hairline, okay? In addition to that, you want to accentuate your jawline by putting a little bronzer on there. It's almost like contouring, but you're only using your bronzer a little under the chin and then bring it down. Fortunately, I normally am not all dressed up. I have a towel on, but then a little on the décolleté so you don't have that awful look we have all seen, which is the women that did not blend and have a different colored face to neck. So right now it all looks uniform to me. And one other trick I like to do with my bronzer, and I take a brush like this. One of these days I'll let you know what these brushes are called. This is by Farrah. Most, if not all of my brushes have come again from Ipsy. I'm definitely gonna put that link below, and then hopefully at some point do a video just on Ipsy. But I'm just tapping this little brush here. You're gonna go on each side of your nose, not the middle, each side of your nose, like the beginning of your nostril, and then up. And then right here, underneath, not the tip, a little bit right there. It will make your nose look like a button, I promise. And I'm tapping again, and I also like to tap it onto my eyeshadow, and it kind of groups your face all together. Next is another one of my favorites. It's gonna be highlighter. Now, there are all kinds of brands of highlighter. They're all good. Elf makes one that's great, Moonlight Pearls, it's a few dollars. I am using an Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. It's well loved. The top is missing, but it's that good. So another small brush and kind of tapping it around on the highlighter. First things first, right down the center of my nose and the tip. I think we all know that from every other tutorial, but really it does something fantastic. We do our Cupid's bow. It's already lifting the lips. Tap a little more. Come in on the sides, right above. Now remember, I left that area above the bronzer open so I can load up my highlight. That has also lifted my cheekbones. If you notice, my cheekbones look lifted. I take this small brush. It's really an eyeshadow brush. Oh, it's for a crease. It says crease on it, but different crease. I'm gonna go in my corners just like this. Look at that. Really little tiny, tiny. Drawing that light again to the center and opening up my eyes. So excited. I get excited. This is how I get for makeup. Totally excited. Okay. Now I feel like my face looks good foundationally speaking. So that's when I come in with some Coty Airspun or any face translucent powder that you have. It does hide blemishes, and I heard my door open again, but it's just the wind today. And it also can help you contour. So I left here to here for highlight. I came in here with bronzer, and now right here, I'm coming in with the translucent powder just to cut and make sure that bronzer isn't too low. So let's cut on this side as well. And I do my chin. I'm not big on powdering my face, as I mentioned in my last video, because I want the dewy look, but I do know that along the corners of my nose and sometimes just above my brows, I get a little greasy, so make sure I hit that. Alrighty, so next, and you know, last video my mom, oh my foot's falling asleep. I'm on the floor, by the way. Again, no ring light, no vanity. The vanity's a long story. I actually had an old antique desk that I attempted to strip, and I think I ruined it. That was one of the quarantine projects, but anyway. My mom, last video, was like, why did you put your mascara on first? I do because then I can see exactly where it's going before I hit it with eyeliner. So I am using the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. It's fantastic. It has fibers in it. If you don't like fibers, don't buy this. Some days I don't like to use it, only because when I go to take it off, it's like I get little fibers on my face. But that's the only drawback. It really does make your lashes look fantastic. And it is, of course, in the color Rich Black, or Bryn. And I really like the way this opens up my eyes. See the difference? Mascara opens up our eyes. When you were little, you had long, beautiful, spidery eyelashes. That is what we are trying to replicate for our youthful look. I have worn false eyelashes in a few of my videos. I actually have since run, oop, I don't want the, there you go. I have since run out of them. So you can add a lash. That does make you look a little more youthful. I also hit the bottom lashes. I only do from the middle of my pupil to the corner. I don't want to close my eye up. I feel like this defines the bottom without closing it off entirely. So just a couple taps. Okay, so my face is coming along. I'll be honest, if I had a blush out here, I would probably hit it just, you know, right here with a little color. So you can do that. I'm just demonstrating. There's nothing on here, but you can do that just for a little added color. And again, what you're seeing on camera is entirely different than what I see in person, as far as lighting and how much makeup I'm wearing. So from here, you can take a brush like this and do a blend of that highlight, the powder, because you don't want it to look so perfect, you know, contour cut. That's not good either. So sometimes I just take a fluffy brush with nothing on it and just kind of get that all smoothed in and blended well. Next up, I am gonna let this mascara dry perfectly. Of course, it's garbage day. So let's move on to lips before I hit my eyes with the eyeliner, just so I know that that mascara is perfectly dry. Now again, excuse me, I am an overliner, so just watch. I start underneath, a little bit, and I like to overline in the middle only. So I go underneath here, I go underneath a little deeper, but I follow the natural line on the sides. I find if you overline the whole thing, you kind of look like Ronald McDonald. I'm just saying, you know, big dewy lips are definitely youthful, but we don't want to look like a clown. Then I come into the Cupid's bow and make sure it's nice and defined, but just a little bit, just a teeny bit higher than it should be. But again, you don't want to get the Cupid's bow uneven, or that's not a good look either. So I think I kind of have it the best it's gonna be. I might have to turn a little bit so that you can see me. I've got wind, sun, you name it. Okay, so then what I've been enjoying lately as well are the Super Stay Matte Inks by Maybelline. These are fantastic, and why? because we all have to wear masks. But when we get to our destination, for example, if you do go sit on a patio, which I prefer to do, you will not see me inside of a restaurant, but that's another video. Once I sit down and I'm ready to have a drink or a meal, we can take our masks off. I don't want to take my mask off and have no lipstick. So I've been really enjoying these Super Stay Matte Inks by Maybelline. They stay and they're great. They're just fantastic. I will link this. This is the color Poet, and I will link this below. I love a nude lip. Ladies, if you want to look younger, use a nude lipstick. Here comes the garbage truck. I know that some people can get away with the dark lipsticks and still, you know, maintain a youthful look. It's yet to work for me. I think it instantly ages me. If I showed you a picture of me with that bad concealer on and some red lipstick, so that's just my opinion. I stay away. Okay, I believe my mascara is dry now, and I think I'm getting dewier by the second. Can you see right now how I have left that highlight? It bulks up my cheekbones and makes them look really full, and my nose has slimmed down. Looks like a little button, my favorite. Okay, this is another, I know you're probably sick of hearing the word Ipsy, but this is another Ipsy. It's the Betty Boop Ipsy Drawn to You eyeliner in one form of black or another. Doesn't even tell me on this, but let's go with black is black. Now, with the eyeliner, you don't want to load it on, which I used to do when I was younger. And even though it wasn't aging me, it still wasn't flattering. I just thought thicker, but no. You want to have a little thicker in the corner and then just lining your lid throughout the rest of the eye. So I'm going to go in and do that. Again, sometimes I get the wing liner right, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it gets thicker just because I'm trying to correct it, but let's go. There we are. So if you can see, I winged it out a bit in the corner. I could probably do it a little more. But then maintained the thinner line across the eye. And that also is lifting. The goal for a youthful look is to lift. Okay, I'm gonna try the other side. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how that turned out. I have a beam of sunlight shining on me, but you get the idea. It works for purposes of this video. So that is my eyeliner. Now, I also, and it depends on the eye, I don't recommend this for everyone. I personally, based on my eye color and skin tone, like to line my waterline. I think it looks good on most people, but some people that's just too much makeup for them. It all depends. So I'm gonna show you how I do it, which is definitely to line the waterline. Today I'm gonna use Scandalized 24-Hour Wear by Rimmel. And this is one that you sharpen. I have recently sharpened it. And I go right in as close to the lashes as possible and line that entire waterline. Believe it or not, there's something called tight lining where you can lift the upper eyelid and do the upper waterline, which I've done. It's so tickly and it's a weird sensation. I didn't notice a difference, so I haven't, put it into my routine. So here I am, close to the lash line as possible. And I do a little like right here and right here beneath the waterline. But there you go. Okay, this is my finished look. I am going to, just for video purposes, I wouldn't do this now just based on the mask situation, but I have this plumping lip polish by Buxom Cosmetics, Ipsy, and I just think it really works and just anything dewy. You see that dewy highlight right there? I'm gonna do that to my lips with this gloss. And look at that, just in the middle. Everything is in the middle, middle. So that is it. This is my finished look. I hope you like it. I hope you agree that makeup can make you look youthful. It's just a matter of a few different tweaks. Don't do what you did in high school. It's not gonna work. We do have to alter our makeup as we age, and that's okay, because we can still get the result we desire. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. I hope you all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so every time I upload a video you can be notified. And I enjoy spending my time with you. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and look youthful and dewy. Bye everyone.